None of that is possible without this community. When contributions slow, it isn't just a budget line that suffers, it's the animals. Giving Tuesday is tomorrow, December 2nd, and I want to be very clear. Your support is not just appreciated this year, it's essential. If we don't see an uptick in contributions in the coming weeks, we run the very real risk of closure and not being able to provide services to the animal welfare community. We're asking the public to step forward in a meaningful way, to continue our operations, to run our rescue program, and to remain a place of safety for animals in East Texas. There are many ways to give, online through our website, SPCA here at 3245 West Grande, or through the mail to our P.O. Box 132899, Tyler, Texas 75713. If you believe in what we do, or you're simply a fan of animal welfare in the community, we ask you to step forward and help us this year. Our future depends on the generosity of the community, and we're hopeful because East Texans have always taken care and shown up when it matters most. Thank you. We appreciate it.
How much would you say is the shortfall now?
The shortfall at this point is in the six figures. We're at least $100,000 down from where we expected to be at this point in the year, so it's a significant decline for us.
Okay. What is the difference between last year and this year, would you say, that's leading to see more animals? I mean, it's a big problem here in East Texas, to stray animals, but what do you think has been the big difference between last year and this year?
I just think economically people are very challenged right now. They're having a hard time. The cost of a lot of different things are up, and so people are making hard decisions about where their funds are going, and we're feeling that in the nonprofit community. I've actually talked to several other folks in our industry that report the same thing. Donations are down kind of across the board, and so we're just asking people to consider giving any amount. Every amount counts. There is no amount too small and obviously too large, so anything that people can give is appreciated.
What will happen to the animals here if the funding doesn't come in?
If the funding doesn't come in, that's going to be a huge challenge for us. As you know, we serve hundreds and hundreds of animals every single year, and so we're going to have to look at reducing our numbers, possibly reducing some of the services that we provide. Like I said, we're getting calls every single day, dozens a day actually, and so we can't do more with less, so we can't help people out if we don't have the support.
Are those calls, helping government agencies, private individuals? Can you kind of walk us through that?
Sure, absolutely. So we do tag animals occasionally who end up in other local animal shelters and in government groups, but most of our calls are coming from private citizens who either have, a problem with a stray in their area, or they have a litter of puppies that's been dumped, something like that. So, we can't help those folks out and take those animals in if we don't have the funding to support their care.
This clearly has been like an emotional year for the team. Can you just share a little bit about what it's been like navigating all this while caring for the animals?
It's a huge challenge. We only have about 18 people here on staff, including myself. We rely heavily on our volunteers. They're incredible as well. But providing care for 865 animals over the course of a year is a tremendous task. And so we have very dedicated folks. We have very hardworking folks, but we can always use more help. We are a foster-based rescue. We're not an animal shelter per se. So we really rely on those volunteer foster homes, volunteers here in our facility to help us get across the finish line.
Is there anything besides the money aspect that you can say to the community? Can you help? I know there's always the message of spaying and neutering, because that would really help you guys.
Spaying and neutering is a huge message that we want to spread. Part of the reason that we are where we are here in East Texas and in the South in general is due to the lack of spay and neuter in some communities, and so we see that every single day. Huge numbers of unwanted litters, abandoned litters, those kinds of things, of dogs and cats. And so, the only way to prevent those is to spay and neuter your animals, and we offer that here. There are low-cost snippet clinics, so you can get that done here. There are also other providers in the area that can help out as well, so I would really encourage people to do that. The other way people can help if they can't, give a check or a cash contribution is to help with pet food, cat litter, the kinds of things that we go through every day in trying to care for these animals. It's very important, and we do get a lot of support that way, so we appreciate that.
Obviously, we hope you guys get the funding you need, but what would the loss of the SPCA mean just for animal care here in East Texas?
I think it would be a huge loss. 865 animals in 10 months. We're going to obviously surpass that number by the end of 2025. And so you're talking about 900 plus animals that would not be taken in, sheltered, cared for, would possibly be out there on the streets. So it's a tremendous project that we have here and a lot of work that we have here. And so we're just asking the community to step up and help us out. If you have ever considered becoming a foster for SPCA or any other organization, I would encourage you to go ahead and do that. It's very rewarding, it's very fulfilling. You're literally saving a life by taking that animal off the street.
If someone's at, excuse me, if someone's at home and they're kind of on the fence about donating tomorrow, what would you say to them?
I would say that if you are considering giving for Giving Tuesday, please do it. Please don't think too hard about it. Please go online or go on social media and donate through Facebook, donate through our website. Like I said, every single amount counts, and a lot of our donations are a little bit a lower amount, and when you add them all together, they make a huge impact. So just don't overthink it too much. Give what you can. Every amount is appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks you guys for being here. Really appreciate it.